Early childhood is the most significant time of brain development. The human brain is born immature and will be shaped and moulded based on the environment in which it is raised. The infant brain is around 25% the size of its adult size at birth. However, by the age of 3, the brain will have grown to about 85 to 95% of its adult size. In our last video, we discussed neurons and neural pathways, and I asked the question, how many neurons is a human infant born with? The answer was 100 billion. My next question to you is, how many other neurons can one single neuron be connected to? The answer, one single neuron can have between 1,000 and 10,000 connections to other neurons. Although neurons rapidly wire and fire in the first few years of life, creating multiple pathways, the brain goes through a sort of cleaning process referred to as pruning. Throughout the process of pruning, thin, weak neural pathways and neurons will be removed. This process will begin between the ages of 2 to 3. During the pruning process, neural pathways that have not been utilized and repeated continuously will be removed to make space for other more significant pathways, creating a far more effective and efficient brain. In other words, if you don't use it, you lose it. Human beings are born with an inbuilt and biological need for safety and connection. The human brain is a social organ in which it's designed to survive and thrive within complex social systems. This is where we can talk about attachment. Now, attachment is that special bond between an infant and a caregiver. It is through this one-on-one dyadic relationship in which a caregiver can recognize and respond to an infant's needs of safety and connection. In our last video, we discussed how the lower regions of the brain wire first. Now, it is through that dyadic relationship, that one-on-one relationship, where an infant's needs are met and their stress response system is soothed, that their survival and emotional brain is wired in a healthy and adaptive way. So what happens if these needs are not met? In our last video, we discussed the importance for having a solid foundation in the lower regions of our brain by having strong, secure, and sturdy neural circuits. However, if we do not have a strong foundation from birth and it is not created through that one-on-one dyadic relationship, this can lead to further developmental, learning, and behavioural delays. However, during early childhood, our brain is incredibly malleable and moldable. So what this means is that if we do not have a secure attachment, we can start to form a secure attachment and start to repair some of those parts of the brain. In our next video, we're going to discuss some of our sensory input and how we can start to soothe and regulate that stress response system and that survival brain.